Yes, I know, we're back in the same spot as like the last 12 videos. Right now, my main table is being used to sort all the parts for my ATSD for this coming Jetta. Hopefully the parts come in time, but can't use that table. But today we are continuing our older nostalgic Should You Buy series here, and today we're taking a look at one of my favorite sets from when I was a kid. This is the 2009 LEGO Star Wars Clone Walker Battle Pack set number 8014. Came with 4 minifigures, 1 clone commander, 2 normal clone troopers, and a clone gunner. These are all, of course, in the animated style from the Clone Wars TV show. And then it also did come with a walker as a part of the Clone Walker set. Now, when this set came out, I got a bunch of these. I think I was maybe 10 or 11 years old, and I remember having like a giant clone army. This was obviously before I started doing YouTube. Now, granted, the clone army wasn't as big as, let's say, some other people's, but it was enough for me, and this was one of the greatest battle packs I had ever seen. Quite simply because it was a pure army builder. There are 4 minifigures in here. You got 2 normal plane, and if you even want to take off the commander armor, there's 3 normal plane plus a gunner. Now, before we go ahead and continue, guys, down below, I want you to tell me which clone you prefer. Do you prefer the animated clone that we have right here, or do you prefer the realistic one that we got, let's say, in the Jedi and Clone Trooper Battle Pack from 2019? You can even see here on the front, it does have the Build Your Army logo, which is super nice. On the very back, you have all of the clones. You have all 4 of them with the LEGO Star Wars logo and all that kind of sweet stuff. I do want to give a huge thank you to my buddy Mason. He was able to give this to me for a pretty good price. Now, the title of the series is Should You Buy, implying, am I going to suggest you want to buy this? Of course, I'll answer that at the end of the video, but fact of the matter is this set is retired. It is no longer in current circulation, and if you want to get this, it's going to be about $60 or $70 sealed, around $35-$40 if it's already opened. But after that, let's dive on into the set here. First off, let's take a look at the walker itself. You can see here, it's a pretty bland, boring walker. The legs are entirely made up of a couple of pieces, mostly of the large hinge bricks. I think this is just a tale of the times, honestly. If LEGO did revisit this battle pack, I'm sure they would make it a much more detailed version in terms of the legs. But of course, the legs are posable with all of the hinge bricks. You can pose it back, forward, a little bit back. Nothing too crazy, especially in terms of what LEGO has done today. On either side, you also do have the little flick fire missiles, which is nice. You do have a nice little cockpit area for 2 of the clones to sit in, and then at the very front you have one longer turret piece for the walker itself. Now, it's quite interesting because in terms of scale, you guys know LEGO has made ATRTs before, but they've never been even remotely close to minifigure scale. This one is definitely more so close than the other ones, which is kind of unique. Obviously, this is not an ATRT, it's just a generic walker. But it's kind of funny to see that LEGO's version of a clone walker is more accurate to an ATRT than their actual ATRT, if that makes sense. Now, let's go ahead and dive on into minifigures. First off, we have the clone commander. Of course, he does come with his 3 pieces of armor. You do have the black visor, the little shoulder lapel, and of course the skirt, which now you can obviously get in a cloth form, but back then it was a hard plastic. Right underneath the armor, there is just the animated Clone 1 plain body, so it's basically just 3 of these guys in the set if you want to take off the armor. He does come with 2 dual pistols, which is nice, obviously staying true to that sort of ARC Trooper commander look. Next up, we have 2 of the plain P1 animated clones, which I gotta admit is nostalgic, if anything, but I am still a believer that these guys are far inferior to the ones that we've gotten recently. I mean, like I said, nostalgia definitely hits home. Overall, the figure is just pretty boring, but again, for 2009, this is probably something that was pretty good at the time. I will be doing a comparison video between these animated and the realistic ones coming soon, so make sure you guys subscribe for that. And then the last minifigure here, we do have the clone gunner, which does look good. At the time, I think this figure was definitely better than a lot of them because it did come with the dark gray arms, which was a nice little mix up and change from the original plain 1 troopers. You can also see the slight variations in the chest plate. Of course, you do have those hints of gray, staying consistent with the arms. You do have that sort of silver shiny chest plate printed on the torso right there. Of course, the helmet is going to be a little different with some dark green and some, I guess that looks like olive maybe colors. I'm not too sure. One thing I love about this battle pack is, oh my gosh, they all came with blasters. This was amazing. I love the blasters way more than the stud shooters. I mean, this was a true army builder, and this is also why I'm excited to finally get the Clone Legion set coming this August. It's because it's kind of bringing the nostalgia back in terms of a clone army builder battle pack, but it's not really a battle pack. It's a set, whatever. Of course, there was a chance you could have gotten that sealed Chrome Vader. I did make a video about that. Check that out right now. I'll leave a card right up on your screen. I did attempt to open this and find a Chrome Vader. If you guys don't know how it ended, make sure you go watch that. For me, this set is solid for 2009. For today's standards, I gotta give it a hard pass, but I realize this has a lot of nostalgia and a lot of places in people's hearts, so I gotta give this set the most respect that I can give it. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely down below, guys, let me know what you think of the set. How many did you have of these when you were a kid, or if you're a kid now, would you go back and buy a whole army of these guys? Let me know down below. Of course, drop a like if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new, and I'll see you coming tomorrow, hopefully with an ATSD live stream if my parts come. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Stay tuned. I'll see you later. Take it easy. Peace.